Hello my bunnies, it's Tiki's Trinkets here, and today I have for y'all another polymer clay tutorial. Today you're going to notice something different, or some things different. I'm not recording on my chair, and I have rabbit ears on. This is going to be a new thing that I'm wearing in all my videos, or I might change it out with a couple other different rabbit ears that I own, because you guys are my bunnies, because again, my business card logo is a bunny. My whole business is bunny themed. My specialty is bunny. And I hope to, in the future, just constantly have something rabbit on me. Which I also have rabbit earrings and all kinds of other rabbit accessories. And I'm not in my chair because this is the only way I could get my tripod to get my wonderful ears in the photo. So, not these ears, these ears. I will be back to my chair hopefully as soon as possible. I want to get a Bluetooth microphone, a lapel mic, so I can put it here. That way I can sit in the chair and keep the ears in the camera's perspective. But sitting in the chair, it was not happening. Not with my phone being close enough for me to be able to, what's the word I'm looking for? To project? Yeah, there we go. To project to you loud enough for you to hear me. If I did it in my chair, I would have had my tripod about 5 feet away for you to be able to see these, plus an average amount of my face and stuff. Although, I don't know, I kind of like this angle because I have to look up and it gets rid of my chins. Maybe I'll just record all my intros on the floor from now on. But I still want to get a lapel mic just so it'll be more clear on the intros, and maybe whenever I do voiceovers too. Just things to keep in mind. Things to let you guys know. I'm going to try not to talk your head off here. This tutorial is going to be, I put that way too far away. Hold up. Hoppity, hoppity, hoppity. Hop back. It's for my Oreo dragon. Oh, this looks really great being down here on the floor, too. I mean, I might just have to stay on the floor and just adjust the tripod as needed, because this is banging. This is my Oreo dragon, which you cannot read it there, but I actually do have it saying Oreo. Very sloppily, but it says Oreo. And it is a blue color, a dark shade of blue, a primo blue I think is what it is. I don't know, you'll see it in the video. I don't know the exact name either, now I'm dark. But hopefully I wrote it down. If not, just use a very dark shade of blue. Sculpey, primo, whatever you got. As long as it's dark blue, it's Oreo blue. And I used white and black accents on the horns, and white and black polka dots, and a twisty unicorn style horn, and polka dots on the back and on the tail. And then the actual base I painted as black, which is really hard to tell. And then the rim I painted white, so it looks like an Oreo too. This just came out so cute. And Choco is going to be listed in the group listing with Hoppity Hoppity Hoppity. Sugar Fluff from before. Hoppity 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 one more time. And Peanut from before. Peanut was a clay and chat, not a tutorial, so you didn't get to see the in detail version of this. Also, this is not quite as detailed as I normally am either, but I figure if you go and watch my Cheeto Dragon tutorial, it's almost the same thing, just with a few differences. Or any of my other tutorials for that matter. I use really similar geometric shapes and sizes for most of my sculptures. So if you watch allergies, sinuses. If you watched any of my previous tutorials before in the past, then you know what my style consists of and what my actual construction consists of, which I hope to carry over to my drawings too. Which that leads me to this. I am also going to start trying to draw more often. I don't draw a lot, but I do want to try to start drawing more frequently, and hopefully I'll be able to show you guys that on my channel. I know a lot of people really like my fair art and my Coraline entry that did not win, but I'm fine. I'm just a little salty, but I'm fine. But it's all good. I just would have liked to have that on a t-shirt, but you know, it's whatever. And like I said, I want to try to start showing more drawings maybe. I want to maybe work on comics again, which is what I used to do before I did clay back in elementary, middle, and high school. But I think we've been talking too long now. It's been 5 minutes. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial very much. Next week's That also reminds me, I also have a schedule of videos that I'm uploading. First one is the Oreo dragon, which is down. Next week's will be more than likely a collaborative video with somebody here on YouTube, which will be, I don't know if I want to tell you yet. Go follow me on Instagram so you can see what it is ahead of time. It's a collaborative video with someone on YouTube, which I will tag their account and tag everything as long as they're done with all their stuff. If not, I will go ahead and go to my artist shout out video for this month, and then I will start on the request that I got. Oops, I'm pretty much spoiling what it is. Don't look if you want to be surprised. Don't look at what it was. But yeah, I have a schedule of videos that have to be uploaded within this month and next month and probably the following month, because I only upload once a week because editing takes a lot of time for me personally, and making a sculpture usually takes me about a week, sometimes longer than a week. So that's just how my schedule has to be. So if you request anything for me to be made, I might not be able to get to it for a little while. My ears are drifting, but I will get to it as soon as I can. So I'm just keeping all you guys in mind. And thank you for all the new subscribers that I've gotten recently. I'm at 216 right now. I had 217, but somebody subbed and unsubbed. I have one person that constantly does that, so brush it off. We don't care. Alright, my bunnies, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And stay tuned for more videos like this. And next Friday, I will have another video that will hopefully be a collab or an artist shout-out. But you guys will know eventually. Alright, that's way too much talking. Let's get into this tutorial. Bye-bye, my bunnies! Alright, for this tutorial, you're going to need white, black, and the dark blue Primo color that I used, which I don't know the name of it. Let me see if I can fish that out real quick and see if it's still got the name. It doesn't, but it's the darkest blue that you can buy from Primo. This tutorial is not going to be as descriptive as it usually is. If you need more help, like I said in the beginning, please seek other videos for more detail. I took that large ball and rolled it into a teardrop shape and then rolled the end into a pointed shape. Next, to make the head, I just roll it between my hands and then use my index finger to make a concave effect for the eyes, like so. And then just attach it to the body. I also use a toothpick in the body for stability. That way I can get a little more breath in between each thing and I'm not talking your head off the entire time. Next, I made the feet with these two balls in the front. To do that, I just rolled it into a teardrop shape and cut two little toesies off. Again, if you need more detail, please see my Cheeto Dragon tutorial for detail. Next, I use these two balls in the back and on the center, and these I use to make his little thighs. Just press those down with the palm of your hand. Those are really easy. Next, I made his arms, so I took these two balls in the back in the center, and I rolled them in the teardrop shapes and cut out triangles, just like I did before. Now you got arms. You don't have to do it exactly the way I do it either. This is just a guide to kind of help you along. Next, I use these, and we're going to make his wings. I also realized at this point I forgot to make balls for the ear, which I'll address that after the wings. For the wings, I rolled them out in the teardrop shapes and then cut the edges off, and I kept them an inch long. That's the size I use. Then I used the little middle pieces and did the same thing, just cut them out flat. They're a ½ inch long on those. Then I realized I forgot the ears, and I rolled those into little teardrop shapes and poked little holes in them. Voila, dragon ears. Again, if you need more detail, seek an older video. I feel like this would be easier to watch, you know what I mean? And not as rushed. Now we're moving on to the black for the Oreo, and we're going to get the two balls that we need. I'm going to be a little more detailed here, and you can see the size of them based on the cutting board. Then I just rolled them out flat with my X-Acto blade. I'm sorry if you hear a lot of talking in the background. My mom and sister are very loud. And then I used the poking tool to dot it, and then I used a lid for a water bottle to make the texture around the rim. It's just something I had near me, and it actually worked pretty great. Next, I'm going to make the horn details with all these black balls right here, and the wing details. I did the horns at the top. Again, seek other videos for more reference. Go watch more videos on my channel, why don't you? I'm just kidding. Anywho, I took the main ball in the center that you saw just there. Did the same thing I did with the Oreos, except I didn't need a texture for this. This is the creamy center, so I just rolled it out and then smooshed it together. And then I just put it under the dragon so it looks like that she's holding it. And I put her arms on. or he. I think Choco might be a boy. I don't know. Comment down below if you think it's a boy or a girl, because I'm not sure what to go with. Then I use these two to make chunkier horns, which you can see the size of them right here. I always use the cutting board for reference on sizing on horns, so make sure you pay close attention to that. Then I just placed them where I thought was fit. If you don't even have to do horns if you don't want to, honestly. It's up to you. Next, I did the wings for this. I rolled out the 2 balls I had that you saw prior. Rolled them out flat. Not too flat though, and then cut them into wide triangular shapes. And then I just stuck them into the wings. And I used the semicircle shape to cut out the excess. I'm sorry, I'm in a Facebook group and it's blowing up. If you hear that. You probably do. Then I just rolled out the other 2 balls and made these into 2 more additional horns. And then I cut them off and placed them on said head. Ta-da! And I did the same as I did in the ones in the back and curled them inward. Because why not? And then I made the wings for the the black part, which I did the same for the white, so that's easy. Then I put metal wire in the wings for structure, and I just put a little bit. It doesn't go through the whole wing structure, just a little. Then I use Loctite glue to glue the wings onto the back so they'll be nice and strong. And then, lastly, I'm going to make the unicorn style horn, which I'm going to use the black, and I'm going to twist it around a piece of white, which I have right here. And I have these other 2 little bits that are going to be horns as well. And then for the unicorn horn, I just twisted those together. The other 2 white bits, as you can see up near the top, I just placed them up there near the top, like I said. Next, I just put the unicorn horn on. I lost my train of thought. And then I cut out a mouth, just cutting a semicircle shape, and then cutting a line across, and then just kind of carving that out. Then I got rubbing alcohol and cotton swabs to clean this little girl off, or boy. And then I also took the eyes out before I baked. And for the baking instructions, you'll see that right here. It's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake. If the way is hazy, you gotta do the cooking by the book. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that nice little burst of music. I just thought that would be funny. Next, I took white and black acrylic paint after it's cooled off and dried completely and polka dotted the front of the dragon. And the front of the wings, and I also polka dotted the back of the dragon, and the back of the wings, and the tail, the whole thing. Everything but the ears this time. I just decided to not go on the ears. Next, I took my Loctite glue, and I glued the eyes into the head. Can't bake those beads because they're plastic. For the base, I painted it black on the top and white on the rim, like I showed you in the beginning. If you watched the beginning, that is. I know some people skipped. You know, it's fine. I do it sometimes too. We're all guilty. Once that's dried off, I took E6000 and glued Choco down to the base. Once that's completely dried, then I took my polyacrylic floor varnish from Walmart and glazed him up with 2 coats of glaze. And then you guys are done. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And I will see you guys in next week's video. Bye-bye, my bunnies.